EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Damiere Byrd returning it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Damiere Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Michel. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
For the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground is Michel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Steps away. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. That's taken to the 25. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time able to drop him for a loss. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Hard throw, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. That is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And Wilson has it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run with Logan. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
A 4-yard.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Nothing.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. And his first throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Made at the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick able to locate Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Fitzpatrick on target to Wilson. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Complete to Albert.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
To Jakeem Grant.
From 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the 50, Newton. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down and 1.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Coverage on
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes,
it's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Devin McCourty there defensively.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
To Devontae Parker.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Newton. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Now it's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fitzpatrick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll run it here with Logan. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Logan, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Newton. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Patriots are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Bo Allen. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he in the game come up with? Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down, Dolphins.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Newton forced out to his left. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
7-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, Lee's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. To give him 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Fitzpatrick a give to Breida. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
On 1st down, here's Breida. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 44, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? shotgun. It's Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Fitzpatrick. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Dante Hightower.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Newton. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
29-yard line.
Newton throwing again. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Come on, bring it down. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Newton to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver placed it there to catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, let's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Fitzpatrick. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
On the tackle. A gain of 14. First down, Dolphins.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Miami, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll head back home next week to take on